by Whitney Pinkston, special to Everyday Healed as a dietitian at a physical rehabilitation hospital. I work daily with patients recovering from injury, disease, or trauma. One thing I've learned is gardening can have a surprisingly positive effect on a person's outcome once they're released from rehabilitation. Although nutrition is one of many focuses during rehabilitation, our main goal is to get the patient to the most independent level possible. For a dietitian, this means as nourished as possible. It does not mean my patients eat well at our hospital and my job is done. Rather, it means working with the person to assess which foods they eat and how that affects their individual care, both physically and psychologically. As part of that care, dietitians must teach people making healthy life changes, like eating more healthfully, isn't scary or too difficult. In our hospital, Vanderbilt Stallworth Rehabilitation Hospital in Nashville, Tennessee, we show patients. When we cook in a group therapy class, people are usually surprised by its ease and no longer see barriers to changing their habits or even starting a garden at home to have fresh produce on hand. Rehabilitation patients who are proactive about lifestyle changes and eager to succeed will take an active role in their health by, say, decreasing the amount of chocolate cake they eat or increasing their vegetable intake. Gardening adds another layer to their motivation. Anyone can stop by the grocery store to pick up produce, but the commitment it takes to start a garden and use what you grow can be much more rewarding. Here are my 5 tips for starting a garden and changing your diet, one step at a time. 1. Start small and grow. One of the biggest obstacles to making a positive diet change is attempting to change too much at one time. Trying diets that have laundry lists of do's and don'ts can be overwhelming. Then, when you are unable to achieve your unrealistic expectations, you feel like you've failed. So why not try working on one area at a time? Same goes for gardening. Start with 1 or 2 plants, like basil and a tomato plant, for example. See how much you use, try new recipes, get a handle on having plants to care for, and plant more as you feel comfortable. Point 2. You don't have to have a yard to garden, just like you don't need a gym membership to be active. Don't let a lack of green space stop you from planting. Herbs and vegetables can grow in many different environments. Check the back of the plant or seed packet you are buying. It should tell you how much space the plant will need to grow properly, how to plant it, and when to harvest it. Then, determine the ideal place for your plants to grow in. You can use pots, window boxes, or wooden pallets, as long as there is proper drainage for the plant. Even veggies requiring a lot of space, like potatoes, can be planted in large containers. Point 3. Plant only what you like and will use. We've all made the mistake of going to the local grocery or farmer's market and buying a lot of produce with the good intention to use it during the week, then wasting some of it because we bought too much. When you garden, you are more likely to use your produce in healthy dishes in your household. So plant what you and your family like and don't waste resources if you don't have to. Point 4. Get creative with your produce. I always ask my patients how many ways are there to cook chicken? Answer: a lot. What I am trying to help them see is they may learn to like certain foods if they used them differently. Obviously, you can use zucchini as a side dish, but how about making zucchini noodles for spaghetti or a stir-fry? Or serving zucchini chips as a healthier alternative snack for your kids? Think outside the box and try new things with what you grow. Point 5. When you garden, you get more than produce. Besides the fruits your plants are bearing, think about the other health benefits you get from gardening. You are decreasing disease risk for yourself and your family, eating herbs and vegetables that bump up your vitamin and mineral intake, reducing your risks for high blood pressure, high cholesterol, cancer, and stroke, increasing your fiber intake to help with digestion, glucose control, and weight management, getting exercise that is good not only for your body but for your brain. 2. Soaking up vitamin D from sunshine. Have specific questions about starting a garden? A master gardener can help. Master gardeners promote environmental stewardship, educate the general public about horticulture using research-based information available, and can provide assistance with the planting and maintenance of gardens. The American Horticulture website has a map of master gardener programs, or you can contact your local county extension agent or search the web for your state's master gardener programs. Whitney Pinkston is a registered dietitian at Vanderbilt Stallworth Rehabilitation Hospital in Nashville. She has been a practicing dietitian for 5 years, working in clinical and public health areas. She recently completed the Master Gardener program in Nashville and plants a summer garden with patients in the courtyard of Stallworth. Whitney resides in Nashville with her husband and 2 dogs, and enjoys running and eating, as well as gardening. Photos: top. The garden at Vanderbilt Stallworth Rehab Hospital, Gordon Stannard, Matthew Mondarian. Dietitian Whitney Pinkston. Middle, Whitney Pinkston. Bottom, Gordon Stannard, Susan Hudson. Photography.